Once upon a time, in a small and peaceful village called Rasulpur, there lived a young boy named Sajid. Sajid had very big dreams, but he was extremely lazy. Even when the sun was high in the sky, Sajid would not move from his bed. His mother would call him every day until she was tired, but he would always say, "Just 5 more minutes, Ma," and go back to sleep. Sajid wanted to earn respect and a high position like the successful people in the city, but his courage was limited only to his thoughts. He could never do any work consistently. One day he would start exercising with great excitement, but the next day he would disappear. Sometimes he would sit down to study, but after a short while he would get busy playing. He had intentions, but no steadiness. In the same village lived a retired officer named Ghulam Qadir. He was famous in the whole village for his discipline. Sajid was often surprised to see him. Every morning, Qadir Chacha would wake up early, clean his house, exercise hard, and then read books. One day, Sajid could not resist and asked, "Qadir Chacha, you have no boss over you and no school rules to follow, so why do you do the same tiring work every day?" Qadir Chacha smiled and said with great love, "Son, our habits are just like a farmer. The seeds you sow today in the field of your life are the same crops you will harvest tomorrow. Your small daily habits will decide whether you will be successful or unsuccessful in the future." These words touched Sajid's heart. He felt sorry for his unfinished efforts and laziness. He realized that perhaps the secret to success was not in intelligence, but in daily hard work. The next morning, when Sajid woke up, his laziness tried to stop him, but he remembered Qadir Chacha's words. He forced himself up and went out for a run. On the first day, he could only go a short distance and started panting heavily, but he did not give up. He ran on the second day, the third day, and then for the whole week. Slowly, he also fixed 1 hour for his studies. He didn't tell anyone, he just quietly kept working on his habits. Time passed and a major change began to appear in Sajid's personality. He was no longer the lazy Sajid, but had become a fit and confident young man. A few months later, an advertisement for police recruitment came out. Sajid also filled the form. On the day of the physical test, many young men arrived. Some were overexcited and some were scared, but Sajid was completely calm. When the race started, many boys ran very fast at the beginning, but soon lost hope. However, Sajid maintained the same speed that he had built through months of hard work. He succeeded easily. Then came the written exam. While other boys were cramming at the last minute, Sajid's daily 1-hour study paid off, and he passed that exam with good marks too. A few days later, when the job letter reached Sajid's house, his happiness knew no bounds. He hugged his mother and said, "Ma, I did it." A wave of joy spread through the village, but Qadir Chacha was the proudest of all, as he had shown the right path to a lost young man. Great success does not require big explosions. Instead, small efforts made daily take a person to the heights of success. Remember, what you do every day becomes your destiny.
If you enjoyed this story, please support us by giving it a like, subscribe to join our family, and share this message with others. Thank you.